Hey guys, I know this is my first video on this channel, but what would be a better first video than discussing the new Pokemon X and Y? First off, I would like to discuss Sylvion. I mean, what is that thing? Firstly, it's pink, and only pink, which leads me to believe it's a normal type, seeing as how the other normal Pokemon, Chansey, Jigglypuff, and Audino, and so on, are all pink. Plus it has sort of the fairy look to it. Now, the reason I'm against this being a normal type Pokemon is because, well, okay, how cool would it be if a normal type Eevee evolved and stayed normal? Said nobody ever. And also, if Eevee evolved into a normal type, wouldn't it look a lot more like, well, Eevee? In my opinion, that would just be a stupid idea. Another type people want to see is flying, which is sort of understandable, but for one reason and one reason only: the ribbons. I guess it would kind of resemble those of which a pilot would wear, like the scarf on a cartoon pilot, but other than that, there really isn't much more I can say for flying. But I think Sylvion will be as well. None of the regular types. I think big things are going to happen for X and Y, such as a few, if not one, new type. People are guessing light and sound, which would be understandable. If you think about it, all the evolutions look exactly like its type, and Sylvion looks, well, nothing like any type but normal, which leads me to believe it's a whole new type. Why else would Game Freak make its existence so mysterious? The next thing I would like to discuss is my top 5 aspects that I would like included in the game. I've played every generation of Pokemon starting with Red and Blue, and let me tell you, there are a lot of things I favored in each individual game over the years. Coming in at number 5 would be walking with your Pokemon. I really enjoyed having my Pikachu along for the ride in Pokemon Yellow, and my mind was blown when I was able to walk alongside any Pokemon in the first slot in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I feel like it made me closer to the small virtual creatures I was currently raising. We've all seen small gameplay and screenshots of this game, and so far there has been no information that leads me to thinking that this aspect will be incorporated in X and Y. I wouldn't be too disappointed if they didn't include it. It would just be cool if it were a toggled option. My fourth most desired aspect would be HM moves being forgettable. This mainly fits in with the Safari Zone. In Pokemon Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, every time I wanted to send my Pokemon over, I'd have to delete every HM move or the game wouldn't allow it to be traded, which I thought was pointless. I mean, what did they think was going to happen? It's not like we get to use the move outside of battle unless we have a certain gym badge. And even when we attain the gym badge, we're bound to also obtain that HM, so why delete it? But also, do you ever level your Pokemon to a point that you get a great move, and all your other moves are great except for that one pesky HM move? Why not just allow us to delete it? I mean, HM moves never break when used, and as of Gen 5, neither do TMs, so what's the point? Coming in at number 3 would be multiple save files. This one is pretty self-explanatory. With every Pokemon game, there comes a time where us gamers just want to start over, play it with a different team. But then we think of all the hard work and dedication it took to beat our previous save file, and we just don't want to let it go. Well, that's where, multiple save files come in. That way we can have one save file for our first adventure on that gen, and just another one for whenever we want to play it through. Number 2 would be able to choose your own adventure. Remember at Nugget Bridge in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green that when that Rocket Grunt asked us to join Team Rocket? Okay, be honest. How many of you would have said yes? Well, I know I would. The reason some people drop Pokemon altogether is because it's the same thing over and over again, fighting gym leaders to become the best. Well, with all the changes in X and Y, I think there should also be an option to let the player choose. Like how in the anime, the female companion chooses to do contests over gyms. I remember thinking it'd be cool to do something other than just gym battles. And finally, number 1. This would be character customization. Who doesn't want this? I mean, yeah, Red was pretty awesome, and Lucas and Ethan were alright as well, but how cool would it be to have your own character? Ever since recently, I kinda hated being forced to play as a predetermined sprite. I mean, they used to look decent, but now they just kinda look ridiculous. And it doesn't really give the player that sense of adventure. It feels like you're playing someone else's adventure, not yours. Well, that concludes my Pokemon X and Y video. If you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe for more Pokemon videos. And don't forget to comment what you like to see in the new gens. Please respect my options, my opinions, and I'll respect yours. It'd be nice to have an actual conversation in the comments. Well, it's YouTube. What am I saying? Anyway, until next time, YouTube. Pokemon Master Shay?